Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm coming to you with a DIY. I want to make a lamp for my desk in the craft room slash office. I just need more light in here. I actually have a lamp that I did purchase from Walmart, I think. It's a little ugly functional lamp, so I want to do something a lot prettier and functional at the same time. So I went to Dollar Tree and grabbed these clear glass bowls. They are the smaller size. They do have larger bowls like this, but I felt like the smaller ones would look better for what I'm trying to do with them. I found them in the candle holder section, of course. If you've been to Dollar Tree, I'm sure you've seen these bowls a million times. So what I'm going to do with these to make my lamp is actually stack them one on top of the other like this. And then I'll place my lampshade on top. So for this project, of course, you'll need your glass bowls. You'll also need a lamp making kit. I got this one from Amazon. It was pretty cheap. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but this was one of the only ones I found in the silver color, and that's the color that I need to match my craft room. Really, they had a lot of different other colors, like of course gold. Everybody does gold and bronze, that type of thing. So yeah, I'll link that below in case you're interested in getting the same one that I got. You will also need a drill, and then you'll also need a glass drill bit. This is a diamond coated hole saw that I got from eBay, which I will also link below. I got it in probably 20 different sizes. This one is a 14 millimeter. And just a heads up, in case you do get yours where I got mine from, they are not the highest quality, but for the money you spend, it's pretty worth it. So that's why I got it. And it gets the job done. It just probably takes a little longer than a more expensive drill bit would take. And if you can see, the end here is kind of rough. If you see the little sparkles, that's where the diamond coating is. And it doesn't actually cut like a regular wood hole saw does through the glass. It just grinds away at it basically until it creates the hole. So like I said, I'll link that below too in case you're interested. The first thing we'll need to do is drill our holes through the bottoms of our glass bowls. And the bowl that's going to be on the very bottom of our glass lamp, the hole will need to be in the side bottom instead of the very bottom, so the cord can come out that way. Or else the lamp won't sit flush on the table surface. So this is the one that I've drilled already. As you can see, that hole down in the center. It took me about 15 minutes to get all the way through. Believe it or not, these little glass bowls are kind of thick. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but that's a good amount of glass to drill through. But my little cheap drill bit did get the job done. I'm just concerned about, whether it's going to make it through 6 of these bowls or not. We will see, I guess. So with all of that being said, let's get started. The first thing I did was cover my work surface with a towel. And as you can see from my first bowl, there's a lot of glass dust and little tiny glass chips left behind. So make sure you protect your work surface pretty well. And don't use a towel that you plan to take a bath with later, because there are so many tiny glass chips in there that will be pretty dangerous. So I'm going to put my drill bit into my drill. If you've ever tried to drill through glass, you'll know that your drill bit is going to slip and slide all over the surface of your glass until you kind of get a hole started. So most professionals will use wood to make a template hole and then set on top of their glass to keep the drill bit in place. However, I am less than professional, so I just came up with my own quick way to do it. I'm going to press that down on there pretty well. And the purpose of this is, like I said, to keep the drill bit from skipping all over the glass while I'm trying to start my hole off. And it also holds a little bit of water inside the little circle here to keep the drill bit cool. So what I'm going to do is just take a tiny bit of water and pour in that circle. I'm going to take my drill. You hear that grinding? That's how you know it's working. Finally made it through. You see the hole. All of this is with glass dust, so when you're doing this, make sure to protect yourself. If you need to wear a face mask, make sure to keep it wet, because if you don't, that dust will be flying up and you do not want to breathe that in. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take some paper towels and wipe the bowls off. This will pretty much be the only opportunity to clean the insides of the bowl, so you don't want to have smudges or fingerprints or dirt left on the inside, because we're going to be gluing them together. You can always clean the outside of the lamp, obviously, but this will be your one chance to clean the inside. The next step will be to attach two glasses together like I've done these. So I'm going to take my E6000 glue and run it around the rim of my jar that's going to go on the bottom. So I'm going to do my best to center it so I won't have too much smudged glue, and place them together. And then I'm going to take my little leveler. This came from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to level it out like that. That looks good enough. It's not going to be perfect, so don't worry yourself too much about perfect. Alright, it's been an hour of these drying, so now I'm going to glue my two parts together the exact same way that I did the first two. One thing I should mention is, before you glue your bowls together, you do want to start threading your cord through. Okay, here is where we are now. I have my light bulb socket fastened into the top of my lamp. And what I'm going to do for this, to secure it to the rest of the lamp, I'm going to actually use hot glue instead of E6000 in case something happens where I do want to get this apart. I don't want this to be permanent. And here's what it looks like. It's not perfect, but Looks pretty good. So now all that's left is to put it all together.